Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to Inside Out Electronic Channel. This is Uncle Misha, and today we have yet another subject on our little IKEA table. So, what it is? This is a laserdisc player. Well, it plays many other discs, but first of all, for me, very important that this is a laserdisc player, and the model is MDP 333 from Sony. MDP 333 from Sony. I got it for free. This is awesome. The not awesome, so awesome part, it is broken. But there is nothing gonna stop us from fixing it. So today, let's just take a look what do we have in the front panel and what we have in the back panel. Then we try to power it up and see what the heck is going on. So here we are. So this is the front panel of this laserdisc player. It says laserdisc here, MDP here. So obviously this front thingy is a tray. So look at this, how big it is, obviously, to accommodate a laserdisc, which I'm gonna show you what are we talking about. So here's the model name. So it has multiple controls. So this is a display. I don't know if it's working. There is a remote window. Again, I don't have a remote. There's a jog wheel. Seems to be in a good condition, a little bit dusty, but nothing we cannot fix. So dustiness, we can fix it, it's not a problem, clean it up and things like that. Overall, it's actually in really good condition. Open, close button right here, stop, play, and things like so. Essentially, I will be able to operate this thing from the front panel, but maybe I'll get a remote. We have a headphones, which is pretty cool. So and a little separate level control for the headphones. That's pretty much nice gray color. I don't really have many kind of devices of this like metallic gray kind of color. This is the probably first one. So let's see what we have on the back. So back side of the laserdisc player features optical output, which is awesome. Audio, left and right channel, analog audio, analog video. Obviously, it's only analog video. There's no HDMI, anything like that. There is, what is this? Mono. Oh, okay. So it has mono audio and video, composite video, and little thing. What the like, I don't know what is this. A review DC out. Very interesting. I don't know what that's really about. Have to kind of search. But very important that it has S video, because S video would offer better quality than regular composite video, which is very good. So if your TV set has S video, that will be preferable way of using. And obviously this is NTSC unit. It would be nice to have combo, but that would mean you have to have also PAL, a laserdisc, which I never actually seen in my life. So what the heck is laserdisc? Let me show you. All right, so this is what I have of laserdiscs. So one of them is Pulp Fiction, one of my all-time favorite movies, and another one is Mad Max. So this particular one, is Mel Gibson obviously, has only one disc, all right? And this one is a two-disc set. So I'm not sure why it has two and this one has one, but I'll show you how the laserdisc look like. I don't know how to handle these guys properly. All right, so this is a laser disc. This is how it looks on the back. So this is essentially a big ass, like, I don't know, like 12-inch a disc which contains video. All right, so this is why I really wanted to get a laserdisc player to actually be able to play those classics. So hope we are going to fix it and we are going to enjoy this Mad Max and Pulp Fiction. So guys, let's take it to the bench and see what the hell. Oh, no. So guys, let's just power it up and see what we have. So all right, we have this gentleman power. So let's just hit the power button here. All right, we have an indication and we have a noise. A noise doesn't stop. Clearly we have issue with the tray for sure. What else is the problem? I do not know, but at least we have noise of the motor, so motor is working. And I think I saw wobbly, this thing wobbly. Let me press eject button. Okay. Okay, I think I understand what's really happening here. So I'm not sure what is the drive mechanism of the tray. It's either belt or gear, or it's one of three, or actually a little idler. Highly likely a belt. So the belt gone. So we have to check belts, all belts. And when we're gonna open it, actually I broke my rule because I powered up, not take a look what's inside, for example, to see if there are bad capacitors, there rust, damage of any kind. But seems like we got lucky today. So we have to take a look inside and see if there are any kind of damage, and then we're gonna examine all belts. So let's take it to the bench. All right. Okay, my friends, so we are back at the bench, and let's take a look what's going on. We saw that this thing is sort of working, but definitely there is an issue with the tray. So I'm gonna unscrew screws on the perimeter here. There's a 4 on perimeter here and only 1 back on here. So let me do it off camera. All right. It's always first time you don't really know how to open this thing. Okay, oh yeah, and what do we see? We see nothing. We see nothing at all because this thing and this big tray covers everything. Looks like it's relatively clean inside. Not much really going on here. I wonder if I just turn it upside down, what do I see? Oh, it's heavy. Okay. I'm thinking... Oh, it has 5 feet. Okay, let me... Okay, looks like in order to open this thing, I have to unscrew some of the screws here on the perimeter as well. And I think some of them are... yeah, under those feet. Let me unscrew that as well, because I think I need more access. I'm gonna do it off camera as well. Okay, after unscrewing like a whole bunch of screws, and a few of them are under this inside here. Someone actually added these pots, I don't know why, but it's just actually those feet make it kind of heavy and flexible. Alright, oh my god, look at this. Whoa, what's a beefy motor. Okay. Uh-oh. I see already problem. This capacitor is like, look at this. You think this is normal? This is totally not normal. Okay. Yeah, well, definitely have to address that. Whatever, this looks like a power board. Did someone already... What? This is kind of floating in the air. Okay, well, that's definitely an issue. Okay, but power... Okay, let me turn this thing 90 degrees. Okay, 90 degrees here. I think this is like an audio board, so that shouldn't be... Wow, this is a big transformer. Like, very, very, very intense here. Okay, we have a power button on this side. There's some kind of grounding going on here. Wow. Okay, big board right here. Lots of ribbon cables. This is transformer. This is definitely power supply. Side of business with one real motor. So I'm not really sure what this is about. So this is clearly a massive spindle motor which actually drives, and it's just DC motor without any like yeah, it's a straight goes from power supply. How many volts go straight in this guy? Wow, crazy. This, what the heck is this guy? Ah, it moves. It moves laser pickup mechanism back and forth. All right. So, who drives the frickin' a tray? Yeah, it's really hard to tell. But this, I can just freaking pull. It's kind of weird. The whole thing is kind of moves. Okay, let me unscrew. I want to understand. This thing was banged or something or broken off? Because this is super weird. I don't believe that by design this thing is like flop in the air. This is ridiculous. Okay, well. Oh, I see now. Okay. That's 25 volt, 3300 microfarad. I don't know, this looks like an audio board of a sort. Yeah, some Muse capacitors, Elna capacitors, yeah. So that's crazy. I think it's just like, no, I can't pull it out, but yeah, it's still kind of stuck there for good. Yeah, well, that has to be addressed, but I don't think this is our concern at the moment. Okay, tray doesn't work. That's a different issue. Yeah, I kind of don't know where to start. Let me kind of get myself. Maybe I'm gonna take a few photos before I proceed. Okay, so after looking around, I still cannot collect myself where and goes where. I don't really have service manual for this thing, and I just try to understand what's really going on here. So this is clearly I just try to spin this a little bit here. This motor drives the whole mechanism back and forth, so or along the disc. That's correct. That's the only motor I see here. Yeah, so let me flip it again and see what I can get or click on other side of that beast. Okay, so I couldn't find any better solution than just get and power it up. Okay, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna power it up and move the tray manually. Yeah, I see it doing something, it's just not going anywhere. Just try to understand what kind of motor was doing these noises. Whoa. Okay, let's do it again. Yeah, this thing kind of doesn't help me to work on it. So clearly there is something here. I have to remove this panel, I think. Let me remove this panel. Okay, this metal stuff. Alright, how do we remove this panel? Just like that. Oh, wow, it's actually a heavy piece of metal. Oh, okay, we have a little tiny belt here. Clearly. And then what? What do you want? Yeah, I'm not really... What is this? Oh, it probably detects the disc, okay. How does it... There's some kind of big something, LED or yeah, some kind of sensor right here, but there is something here. I'll try to clean up those. So this is for a 3-inch, 5-inch, 8-inch and 12-inch discs. So this is pretty amazing. But I still have to move it out in a way that it does not push me in the chest. Yeah, I don't know. Let me kind of remove this belt and then, because this is the only belt I have here. It seems like kind of hardened. Let me, you know what? I just do a very simple, oh, there's another motor. Wait, oh, what the heck is this? So there is one motor and then, so that motor definitely drives the sled. What this motor drives? I don't know. Okay, I'm not gonna spin it. I don't wanna mess it up. Oh, look at this. Okay, over here, you see like this little wire here? That's a drive. That's like a drive wire. It's a wire with spring on it. Like I forgot. It's like a instead of a belt they use this like rigid wire. Amazing. Okay, I'll try to get my box of different belts and try to replace this one, because clearly, oh, I see. It was a bad idea probably. Okay, so this just proves, excuse me, this just proves that probably was a belt issue. Let me get the belt. Okay, so here's the belt of bags. Belt of bags, so that's not gonna work. So probably we'll find something against this pack of belts. Okay, I'm gonna look through them quickly and just spare you some time. Okay, so this is the original, let me show, and this is a few candidates. Okay, let me try one of those. It looks like they are the same kind of diameter or length. Okay, let's try this first. Yeah, look, seems to be slightly thicker. It's actually conveniently located, but it needs still needs some kind of tool. Okay, I've put the belt on. Let's just power it up and see what's happening. Oh shit! Just like this? It's just a little belt? Oh my god, this is amazing. That's gonna be blast. Okay, let's do some test here. Well, we still have to fix that capacitor, so it's not just that simple. You know what? I just thought about something. If we are already here, let's just clean this thing, huh? What do you think? I think it's a wise idea. Okay, so it looks like it's not too dirty. Okay, but I have some interesting device I bought recently. Not sure if it's gonna work. Let me see. That's gonna be teeny tiny review probably. So I got this cleaning pan for the camera lenses. It's for completely different purpose, and I'm sure you I'm gonna show you a video on that. It's my another idea, but this is gonna be a mini review of this lens pan kind of thingy, because it has this kind of microfiber side to it, and it has also this. So I'm gonna try doing this and also checking with the lens. How dirty is this thing? I think it is dirty actually. Yeah, so you see there is some kind of fluff, not fluff, some kind of white deposits. Okay, so I'm gonna do it without camera because it's camera kinda in the way. So guys, I have an idea. I cleaned up the lens as much as I could. It's still dirty, honestly. I think I can do better job, but it's very easily accessible. So, and I don't have a proper cleaning solution at the moment, so I decided not to push it. But I clean up majority of dust. Okay, so it's looking much better already. So now I'm just gonna put this on and get this. This is Patrick Patricios, my favorite YouTube free music, and let's see what's happened. Also, I lubricated a little bit here with silicone grease. That's another thing. Laser may not work. So, shit. No disc. Oh, this is CDR. Let me get just CD. Okay, we have few choices. First of all, we have Super Jazz, Super Audio CD. Unfortunately, all of these I wouldn't be able to play. All right, so they all CD. Okay, let's just go with Alice in Chain. Let's go with, what is this? It's like some Christmas music. Yeah, I don't know what the heck is it. Let's just try that. Look at this. This thing is so massive you can use it as a shelf. Patrick Patricios. No. Oh, now it's doing different. Yep, okay, it does. It does play. Yikes! What the fuck? Oh shit, that was horrible. What? Okay, you see, it's... there's no easy peasy in this life. That was horrible. What happened? Maybe this is because I was spinning that thing? Shit. Okay, my friends, so I'll continue investigating, but so far I'm gonna show you what's happening. So let's power this guy up with the CD inside. So I have a disc inside. So I didn't screw in this panel. Okay, this is just... so I want to understand if this thing works. So I powered this up. Okay, it did lifted the CD. But the problem is it doesn't spin the disc. So it looks like it tries to read something, but it doesn't spin the disc. I think it's supposed to spin the disc in order to actually read something. Right, so we have two potential problems, or maybe three. Number one, the disc presence sensor of a sort is not detecting the disc. That's why it doesn't start spinning. Number two, motor is gone. Possibility. Number three, motor controller is gone. So for that, we probably would need to kind of measure motor voltages while I'm turning or try to, play. You see, it does nothing. It doesn't detect the disc. There's no disc, so there's nothing to play. So this is maybe what's happening. So in order, what I also noticed, when I tilt this thing like this vertical, it doesn't do anything at all. So it definitely has a sensor in order to detect the position. It does not operate in vertical orientation. Maybe upside down doesn't operate as well. So for that, I would have to use such boxes, like this is my filament boxes, and I'm gonna prop it up. Let me put this thing together. So yeah, like this. Right, I'm gonna put like this two under the player, and I would have access from the bottom in same time when I'm operating from the top. So this is my idea. Let me try to do that. Alright, so the device is propped on the boxes, but obviously it made it so much higher close to the lens, and I cannot have it more wide angle than that. So I'll be using my smartphone in order to do some more videos. Okay, so here is me trying to run it without disc, and here I'm measuring the voltage on the motor. Let me do this. You see that? So you just see the jump of the voltage because I rotated that. Obviously it's a magnetic induction, like works as a generator. And you see what's happening? It hunts. But by the way, because I put the CD here covering this little hole right here, that this device thinks this is laserdisc, not CD. I'm not sure what it's really doing right now, but it's still not spinning the motor, and there is no voltage on the motor supplied by the board. You see, just keep hunting, keep focusing, but it doesn't spin the disc, so I'm not understand what it's looking for. If you guys, have an idea, because this is super confusing. And clearly it understands that this is bigger disc, because before it was hunting closer, and now it's hunting further away. Okay, let's do again. Also, I don't really like the noises it makes, but yeah. Alright, my friends, so far, I made the list what checks I've done so far. So tray belt, we fixed. Power supply, double check, power supply works. Your laser slat limit switches, so let's talk about that. So laser slat has few limit switches. One of them is all the way back here. Another one is right here, that's like a rearwards, this is like forward, and there are two parked position limit switches. I'm not sure how easy to show you, but they are exactly under these. It's this contraption, it hides them. There are two things here.
two lasers. Some I don't know if it's true or not, but looks like the CD laser and LD laser are different. Don't quote me on that. I couldn't find the proper explanation and or diagram, but I don't know what this blobby is here. Maybe this is the LD laser, so it's kind of interesting. But this is probably CD laser. I don't know if they are using the same laser or they are separate, but I have to double check on that one. Nevertheless, both discs are not readable. So let's continue. So what I've done, I cleaned this lens and this lens, whatever it is. So I lubricated the laser slot, lubricated all gears which are responsible for that, a little bit lightly lubricated this thing, which is not necessary. It was pretty much fine. Then I did spindle motor checks. We checked the spindle motor, I connected voltmeter to that. If you rotate it, it shows the voltage, and then I applied 3 volt 50 milliamp current limit to this, and it was spinning, so it is working. Then somewhere in the forum I found that it's very important to have the height of this thingy to be set properly. So this is I didn't do that, so that has to be 33 millimeters. Let me write it down for myself. That height has to be set to 33 millimeters for this particular model. So I'm gonna do that. For that I have to kind of open the tray and fiddle with it, because clearly there is an Allen key right there, so I saw that. So this is what left. Another possibility, if there is also important thing, is MD. I don't know why this thing called MD, but MD chassis, the whole metal thingy with the boards and the laser pickup, called MD. Yeah. So, but that's going to be next. So the tilt is very important apparently as well, because it tilts the whole contraption. So let me power it up, open the tray, and try to fiddle with the height. Okay, let's do some measurement. It's very hard to actually find the right spot to measure, but judging by this diagram, okay, I have 0. Okay, let's extend it again. It has to be to the bottom of this cup, and to the bottom of the... Wait, let's try again. Oh, it's so hard. Super hard. Somehow it is measuring 28, but the first time I measured it was like 30. What am I doing wrong? Okay, I was wrong. Okay, I have to measure not to the bottom of it, to the top, to this surface. And let me measure it right now. And that's what we have. Oops, it was 3202. Okay, let me try again. Yeah, it's pretty much 33 millimeters. Yep. So that's clearly not an issue. So this guy all the way down there to the chassis is 33 millimeters, how it's supposed to be. So that's not an issue. Let's try again. Yeah, 3277. I think these fractions are not that of an issue. Okay. So let's just mark it as good. So marking this as okay. So now let's work on chassis tilt. So for that, so here is the cam of the chassis of the tilt. Okay, so let me go to full tilt manually. My idea is I don't know if it's readjusted on every startup. I'm gonna manually spool it all the way to the maximum tilt. I don't know where it was, then I'll try to go from there. So now we're gonna have, okay, maximum tilt. gonna stop right here. It's almost there. So I'm gonna mark it. I'm gonna mark it like so. So now I'm gonna close it. Oh, it's powered off. I'm gonna not find anything, obviously. Now I'm gonna open it. Aha! You see, it did not readjust the tilt. So I don't know how this tilt thingy works, but clearly is not readjusting it. So let me try to put disc of any kind with this sort of tilt, and then I'm gonna be just reducing the tilt, hoping it's gonna start reading. Okay, we have this, whatever it is. Yeah, before I put any disc, I have to plop this thing back on. And remove the screwdriver, just in case. Okay, this thing is back on. Let's close it up. Let's try again. It says no disk. Okay. Let's give it a shot one more time. I don't understand why it doesn't spin the disk right now. You know, or obviously in order to see something, you have to spin the disk to read something, but it's not. I think this is not a laser issue. It's issue with some sort of sensor, but what it is, I don't know. Maybe this is a disk problem. Huh. Look at this very interesting behavior. Oh, okay, didn't work. When I rotate disk right here, I think it's gonna change something. No, it does not. And it just started doing something, but look at this, it's doing this not so. I cannot understand what's happening. It's like it tried to push. Like, push. Like, why? So clearly the spindle works, but what the hell is doing here? I do not understand. Why it's doing this? Why it's moving wrong direction? I do not understand. Is it stuck or something? You see, now it kicks in. Why? Why are you pushing that way? What the fuck? Okay, so after doing all these things, so MD chassis tilt didn't really help, And also when I load laserdisc, what it did, I think it just reset it to some certain position. You see that? It was not like this. So looks like the tilt is actually got reset. Unfortunately, I don't understand how that's supposed to work. So I don't know how it knows the current position of the tilt, because I didn't see any sort of like encoder of a sort, or this is not serial, just regular DC motor, so it doesn't have any encoder built in. As far as I understand, just only two wires coming in. So if maybe there is an encoder on that wheel, that's the only way you can have encoder. So it has to be encoder on that wheel, but it's really hard to see what's underneath. Yeah. So without encoder, you don't really know. You would probably calibrate at the value of potentiometer of a sort in that position and then go out of there. So yeah, so I honestly do not understand how it knows the position unless there is some sort of encoder. But nevertheless, I couldn't do all this, so now I have to dive into some electronical kind of thingies. So I'm probably gonna take off that big board that you see, which is probably right underneath here, and we're gonna try to understand if any damage there, and then I try to look closer to this board. There's a whole bunch of potentiometers to adjust different things, like a thing like a laser FCS balance, tag balance, FCS gain, and things like that. Obviously want to try a ref gain, ref light, low and high gain. Anyways, unless I don't want. So I want to touch this the last moment because I have no information how to adjust them. So yeah, looks like it's not doing well so far, but I will try to continue.